Don't Quit by John Greenleaf Whittier.
When things go wrong,
as they sometimes will.
When the road you're trudging
seems all uphill,
when the funds are low,
and the debts are high,
and you want to smile,
but you have to sigh.
When care is pressing you down a bit,
rest if you must,
but don't you quit.
Life is strange with its twists and turns,
as every one of us sometimes learns.
And many a failure comes about
when he might have won,
had he stuck it out.
Don't give up,
though the pace seems slow.
You may succeed
with another blow.
Success is failure turned inside out.
The silver tint of the clouds of doubt.
And you never can tell just how close you are.
It may be near.
When it seems so far.
So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit.
It's when things seem worst
that you must not quit.
Good evening, parents, grandparents, guardians, siblings, supporters, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2020. My name is Jenny Matasowski, and I am both proud and humbled to serve as principal of Franklin Central High School. On behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Bruce Hibbard, Chief Academic Officer for Secondary Instruction, Dr. Chase Hoteri, and Franklin Township Community School Corporation School Board, including President Kelly Folk, Vice President Zachary Smith, Secretary Judy Shore, and members Dawn Downer and Larry Walker, I welcome you to our commencement ceremonies. Seniors, if you will, think back to the very end of your 8th grade year. Do you remember everyone offering up the slogan, Class of 2020, Perfect Vision, as you contemplated the beginning of your freshman year? Well, it is more than safe to say that no one, no matter how perfect their foresight, ever saw this coming. Class mottos are a little different now. Class of 2020, the one where they were quarantined, and Class of 2020, Senior Skip Day champs, are just a couple of the many you have undoubtedly heard. Though they are intended to be humorous, reassuring, and even cathartic, I'm sure they sting to a degree. This is not how things were supposed to be. Not how your senior year was supposed to end. Not how you were supposed to say goodbye to your teachers, your friends, and your school. That being said, I invite you to consider other unique opportunities and second chances that may present themselves as we work through this pandemic together. Jason Robert Brown is a Tony Award-winning composer, lyricist, and playwright. He wrote his song All Things in Time as he fought to rationalize a series of world events that have shaped one generation, yours, while challenging the norms of another, all of those before you. All things in time, if not today, if not tomorrow, then all things in time. We can't predict what comes to pass. All we control is how we react and how we recover. Something like faith deep in our skin, everything in its time. All things in time. Some things come quick, some things come easy. But all things will come given the chance, given the room. I can't decide the length of a day, the depth of an ocean. I just decide what to explore. Maybe it's just wanting it more. Want it enough, want to begin. Everything in its time. No way to know and no guarantees. Nothing but choices. Plenty to lose, plenty to fear. Let's make a deal, I will be here. Waiting with you, trusting what's true. Stumbling blind, but knowing we'll find everything in its time. Franklin Central High School Class of 2020, it is your time. As the song says, we can't predict what will happen, but we can control how we react and how we recover. I will be here, your teachers will be here, your loved ones will be here. Trust what is true, everything in its time. Please join me in welcoming Emma Kanak, class president, for opening remarks.
Hi, I'm Emma Kanak, the class of 2020's class president. On behalf of Franklin Central High School's class of 2020, I take great pleasure in welcoming you all to our graduation ceremony. Thank you, friends, family, and distinguished guests for sharing this special occasion with us. There are certain times in one's life in which it's hard to find the right words, and this is one of them. Growing up, I dreamed of the day I would be able to walk across the stage and accept my diploma. But sometimes, life takes a different path. We're in a season of great loss right now due to COVID-19. People have lost their jobs, their savings, and even their lives. It might seem selfish to mourn the loss of our high school graduation when looking at what others have lost, but I think our mourning is justified. All of our lives we've worked hard for this exact moment, and it's been robbed from us. But I don't want that to diminish what we've accomplished. I wish things could be different. I wish we could be downtown at the convention center, walking across a grand stage with our friends and family watching. I wish we could have that validation for all we've worked for. Now, though, we get to be part of history. I, for one, did not ask to be part of history's evil plan, but I guess history doesn't negotiate. So, we must accept our place in history, no matter how much we'd like to decline. The one good thing about being part of historic times such as these are the lessons we learn. For me, the biggest lesson I have taken away from these times is to not take what we have for granted. If I had known on that one fateful Thursday that it would be the last day of my senior year, would I have hugged my friends goodbye? Would I have thanked my teachers for all they've done? Would I have made that day the best day of my high school experience? Having everything familiar ripped away from you can be very eye-opening. Why didn't I say goodbye to my friends on that Thursday? Or thank my teachers? Or make it the best day? To the class of 2020, I encourage you to no longer take what you have for granted, because we, more than anyone, know how it feels to lose something we didn't truly appreciate. I encourage you to do the things you wouldn't usually do. Thank those around you for what they've done, because you don't know when you'll get the chance to say it to them again. Make every day the best day you've had, because you don't know if you'll get another one. And right now, I want to thank you, class of 2020, for all you've done, because I don't know when I'll get to do it again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for persevering through these times, even though it would have been so easy to give up. Thank you for the last 4 years. Thank you for all you've accomplished. Thank you. Now, I would like to introduce Chase Nichols with the pledge.
I'm Chase Nichols, Vice President of the senior class. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to a republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hi, I'm Anya Hardwick, and I am Salutatorian. Good evening to the teachers, administrators, family members, friends, and fellow seniors tuning in to celebrate our graduation. Before I begin, I would like to say what an honor it is to be speaking on behalf of the class of 2020. Now, I would like to thank some important people in my life. First, to my family, who encouraged me in school but also told me that I need to have fun. Thank you to my coaches and teammates who told me that I could do whatever I wanted as long as my mind was in the right place. Thank you to all the teachers who passed us so we could graduate, and thank you to all of my friends who made coming to school each day an adventure. When I was told that I was going to be giving a speech, I had the idea that I was going to come up with some inspirational thing that would stay with my classmates for the rest of their lives. Yeah, right. So instead of quoting an old philosopher or historian, I would like to quote Andy Bernard from The Office. He said, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them." For any senior reflecting on their 13 years of education before they graduate, it is a bittersweet moment. But for the class of 2020, I think it is safe to say that most of us had to say our goodbyes before we were ready. Not only did we have to say goodbye to the way of life that we were used to, we had to say goodbye to the things that we never got the chance to experience. Senior prom, a last season of spring sports, senior Olympics, a normal graduation, even a last day as an FC student. And although it is incredibly sad that we will never have these moments to look back on, I think it is important to remember the good old days that we did get to experience. In elementary school, the most that we had to worry about was what game we wanted to play at recess or whose turn it was to be the line leader. When we visited the middle school, we were scared of all the giant 8th graders who would look so small to us now. And when we finally made it into middle school, we experienced many new freedoms. We got to pick our seats at lunch. We no longer had to follow our teachers in the hallway. We were able to pick what music class we wanted to take. We were even excited about finally having lockers, something that we are so used to now. School pride began to play an influential role in our lives, as shown by our intense division between East and West that stuck with us for many months even after we were united as Flashes at Franklin Central. And now to high school. We experienced going to football games on Friday nights with friends, standing for hours during the Riley Dance Marathon, listening to the choirs perform, going to junior prom and dancing the night away. We finally had our licenses and cars and could drive ourselves to school. When comparing our lives to those seen in the movies, it is easy to see the things that we missed out on. But even in this unique time of unknown, we made it. We are graduating. We are moving on to the next chapter of our lives. We are becoming adults and can now tell the tale of how we survived a global pandemic. And in doing this, we can take lessons with us. One lesson is that we can make it through whatever life throws at us. I'm not saying that it will be easy. If I said that, it would be a straight up lie. Even though we may not have a choice over the obstacles that we will face, we have to make a decision on how we will deal with them. As a wise man once said, make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. This situation has also made us realize that we have taken many things around us for granted, so we need to appreciate them. We now treasure our friends even more than we did before, as we were no longer able to see them. I, for one, began to truly value my education, as it was something that I did not want to come to an end. I found a new admiration for my teachers who continued to work with us even when they too were dealing with unknowns. Although no one wanted their senior year to end as abruptly as it did, there are many important things that we can appreciate from this time. Through this time of reflection, it is apparent that these last 13 years will definitely be remembered as the good old days. As we prepare to move on to even better times, I would like to congratulate the class of 2020. We finally made it.
Talking about how we couldn't wait to get to leave this place and graduate. Well, now we're in our last year, yeah, we should be there, surrounded by our friends, making memories. That's how it should be. Yeah, I wish that we could turn back time. So here's to the ones who won't get the chance to take the field at their last home game, or ask that girl to prom, or sing their school fight song. And here's to the ones who have to say goodbye to the past 4 years of their lives that made them who they are. Oh, here's to you. Rest of your life, it's gonna fly right by. So be thankful for each moment and don't waste your time. And on the road ahead, I hope you So here's to the ones who won't get the chance to take the field at their last home game. Ask that girl to prom. Sing their school fight song. And here's to the ones who have to say goodbye to the past 4 years of their lives that made them who they are. Well, here's to you. Here's to you. Here's to you.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. I would also like to thank the school administration, the school board, faculty, staff, family, and friends for their continued support, especially as we navigate the difficult journey of a pandemic during our senior year. I could not be more grateful for the encouragement and the guidance that you have shown, and I'm sure that my classmates feel the same way. I am honored to represent the Franklin Central Class of 2020 this day as valedictorian. As a class, we persevered through a school closure as we dreamed of our futures in higher education, the world of work, and the military. We found little ways to celebrate our accomplishments when we realized that we would not have the typical senior year of our predecessors. And we made the year memorable through socially distanced proms, fundraisers, practices, meets, birthdays, and senior nights. We banded together to make masks and buy groceries for those in our community who couldn't. We placed little free libraries and parks and recorded children's stories for elementary students. We also continued to distinguish ourselves as we earned over $7.2 million in scholarships. We created new and lasting memories, both in real life and on Zoom, with the people that we love. We also learned over and over again in the past few months that the future is uncertain. Nothing in life is guaranteed, even the ceremony wasn't. But together, we made it to this day, and I think that is a better testament to our character, more so than any award, title, or test score could ever be. And together, we keep hope for the future. I'd like to take a moment to share with you all a poem written by environmentalist and Pulitzer Prize winner Mary Oliver that inspires me. I find her work so moving because she infuses a new sense of wonder into the world around us and the world that could be. The final lines of this poem, Wild Geese, are a reminder that the future exists for us. She wrote, "Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over announcing your place in the family of things." I like to think of these lines as a call to action, a call to remain hopeful for the world as we, the next generation, will inherit it. Regardless of what the future holds, we will make it better for ourselves and for each other. That's not to say that the challenges we face from here on out won't be new and daunting. The path ahead is currently unknown, uncharted, untaken. I don't think that I'm qualified enough or wise enough to give you any piece of advice that can stand the test of time. So instead, I'll share one more story of hope for you all to take from high school. This comes from a book called Coyote America, written by naturalist and historian Dan Flores. Coyote America tells the story of the coyote in the West and the parallel colonization of the Americas by humans and coyotes. Learning to coexist and to move past obstacles are central themes of the book and are best exemplified by the coyote's resilience, despite the many extermination attempts that it faced. In this passage, a researcher is observing a wild coyote in Yellowstone who is seemingly unfazed and unbothered by the hostility and the adversity that it faces. The researcher watched the coyote trot along a trail with a sprig of sagebrush in its mouth. At repeated intervals, it tossed the sagebrush into the air joyously, trotted on as it caught it. Why had so many in the bureau, with no science to back them up, so hated an animal that took that kind of pleasure in being alive in the world? Graduates, I hope you remember this coyote as you face these challenges. You have already proven that you have the strength to move past adversity and the will to shape the world as you see fit. The possibilities are endless and our potential is boundless, although you don't need me to state the obvious. However, I hope as you move past these obstacles and face every new day that you can do so with the joy of a coyote playing with sagebrush. I hope that you can look at your lives, both now and in the future, and find a wild happiness in simply living them. I'll finish this speech with a final thank you for giving me the privilege to call you my classmates and friends. Congratulations, and I wish us all the best of luck for whatever the future holds.
Thank you so much, Anya and Tara. We would like to take a moment and recognize our Franklin Central High School administration and department chairpersons, who work to ensure that you have every opportunity to pursue your interests while acquiring an academic foundation that will set the stage for future success. Assistant Principals Michael Gaines, Eric Kellison, and Amy McCabe. Deans Michael Culver, Alexis Rowcliffe, and Elizabeth Statzer. And our department chairs. For Business, Todd Berry. Engineering and Technical Education, Wesley Ford. English, Brian Dunn. Guidance, Gretchen Brooks. Math, Denise Kelso. Performing Arts, Michael Howard. Physical Education, Lisa Ford. Science, James Hoffman. Social Studies, David Finja. Special Education, Amy Lazan. Visual Arts, Brian Sawyers. And World Languages, Christy Nystrom. Typically, at this time, I would ask all of the teachers present to stand and be recognized as well. Even though we are unable to see them, I know they are watching, and I would be incredibly remiss if I did not take a moment to recognize, thank, and praise them as well. They are the all real-life superheroes for not only rising to the challenges presented, but blowing past them with grace, professionalism, and compassion. I hope everyone takes advantage of the fact that we are not confined to the rules of etiquette typically present in a large formal gathering to scream and whoop and holler, as it is now my tremendous honor and privilege to present the Franklin Central High School graduating class of 2020. Gabriel Isaiah Abel. Jillian Kathleen Abshire. Dylan Michael Abston Smith. Devin Nicole Akers. Leah Ada Akanji. Leonard John Alberto. Joseph William Alvey. Malia Renee Amick. Mallory Dawn Honest. Joshua Daniel Antcliffe. Brody Dean Archer. Jacob Archie. Gabrielle Elizabeth Armstrong. Jasmine Singh Atwal. Kaya Elise Nix Atkins. Samantha Rose Augsburger. Sean B. Authier. Rosemaria Baduria. Ethan Joseph Bain. Michael Andrew Bear. Adora Carolyn Grace Baker. Brandon Michael Baker. Emmeline Balbuena Paulina. Susanna Elizabeth Ball. Angelica Elizabeth Bambaran. J. Lee Barger. Autumn Elise Barker. Mackenzie Renee Barnett. Jacob Nicholas Barron. Manuela Bashir. Brianne Michelle Bass. Caitlin Ann Lorraine Baden-Distel. Kennedy Nicole Beal. Chance Alexander Beardsley. Raphael Bees. Ryan Olivia Beatty. Gabrielle Nicole Beck. Jasmine Beatty. Jamia Renee Bell. Callie Marie Benedict. Nathan Legacy Beniam. Michael Baratiu Bennett. Brandon Wayne Bernathy. Gabriel Riley Bickle. Olivia Michelle Bickle. Sarah Ashley Birch. Braden Alexander Bishop. Danny Ray Bishop. Justin Lee Bishop. Corey Reginald Eugene Blackman. Christopher Allen Blair. Cole Nicholas Bonnert. Jessica Gedek Bond. Nathan Samuel Boomersheim. Allison Elizabeth Boone. Astiviona Formis Bowie. Annika Emily Bowling. Aviana Alonza Bowling. Erica Michelle Bowman. Nathan I. Boyce. Emily Elizabeth Brashear. Michaela Ann Brenton. Abigail Paige Brewer. Ella Marie Brewer. Matthew James Brewer. Stephen Anthony Brinker. Alexis Elaine Britt. Romello John Edward Brock. Randy Stephen Brooks. Arabella Willow Mida Brosi. Anna Colleen Brown. Garrett Matthew Brown Smith. Sarah Grace Bruger. Soraya Rose Bryant. Maxwell Warner Bunch. Jackson Lee Bunty. Elena Marie Burbrink. Elizabeth Danielle Burbrink. Xavier William Burkett. Nicholas Glenn Butler. Jaden Kyler Butts. Keon Nkosi Bybee. Alina Marie Cahill. Brandon Edward Camp. Grace Elizabeth Camp. Michaela Joe Campbell. Marcos Arath Cardenas. Vito Anthony Cardinal IV. Aiden Tyler Carlisle. Austin Michael Carr. Selena Ann Carrion. Zoe Ann Carrion. Nora Casas. Pablo Casas Ortega. Maxwell Riley Catlow. Bishop Heath Cecil. Isabel Alexis Chandler. Sierra Lynn Carnes. Cindy Guadalupe Chavez. Camilla Nicole Chavez. Ashley Nicole Cheek. Devin James Shasher. Ariana Elise Childs. Simranjeet Singh Chauhan. Adib Amin Chowdhury. Caleb Clark. Dalen Gerald Clark. Mason Andrew Clark. Zoe Marie May Clark. Amanda Darlene Clemons. Connor Jason Klein. Emma Rose Clymore. Brian Dwayne Cobb Jr. Joshua Edward Cobb. Courtney Elizabeth Cockrum. Isabel Marie Coker. Chantal Catrice Cole. Isaac Lee Cole. Tristan Schuyler Cole. Joseph Porter Collins. Eric Patrick Colvin Jr. David Joseph Colwell. Audrey Michelle Camastri. Kaya Joy Conley. Riley Joseph Conley. Anthony Stephen Contreras. Carly Grace Copeland. Lucia Caroline Caroa. David Michael Couch. Brett Davidson Council. Jared Ryan Cox. Vivian Alexandria Kraft. Lamont Alexander Craig. Lawrence Andrew Kress II. Cheyenne Nightsong Krinkovich. Hannah Elise Crocker. Zoe Noel Croxford. Jeremy Michael Crumbo. Gabriel Edward Crutchfield. Evan Thomas Cullison. Lucas Ryan Cummings. Gage Christian Cunningham. Peyton Michael Darst. David Charles Davenport. Jacob Noah Davenport. Abigail Christine David. Jacob Michael Davidson. Cassandra Yvonne Devila. Demarion Deshawn Davis. Katie Marie Davis. Gregory Michael Dawes. Austin Trent Day. Olivia Grace Day. Marcus Gavin Decker. Haley Elizabeth Marie Deeger. Alexis Michelle Dela Cruz. Levi Joseph Delk. Joshua Michael Denman. Jigger Singh Dillon. Logan Alexander Didion.
Dana K. Durfline.
Riley Allen Doolittle. Evan Bruce Douglas. Daviana Danielle Dowdell. Madeline Marie Dunlap. Bryson Michael Durham. Whitney Nicole Durchie. Braden Asher Eads. Cynthia Marie Earls. Brittany Marie Ebersol. Cheyenne Nicole Eck. Lily K. Eckerty. Elijah Allen Edens. Michael Glenn Eichhorst. Ryan Friedrich Elliott. Anna Ruby Ellison. Brandon John Edward Ellison. Kimon Jamal Malik El-Shabazz. Braden Thomas Emery. JC Lee Arisman. Aaron Raekwon Eubanks. Alan Ray Evans. Brianna Marie Evans. Cassandra Lee Evans. Peyton James Farley. Andrew Liam Faltz. Luke Morgan Faulkner. Ian Andre Feist. Chloe Mackenzie Farrell. David Lopez Ferrer. Hunter Vincent Ferris. Denia Denise Fleming. Bailey Allen Forler. Odin Michael Foster. Gabriel Thomas Folk. Nathaniel Christopher Frazier. Madison Lee Freeman. Kylie Ann Fritz. Haley Marie Fuson. Wyatt A. Garner. Austin Daniel Gates. Savannah Lynn Gates. Kyle Alexander Gephardt. Mackenzie Summer Gibbons. Maria Isabel Gibbs. Lachlan Olivia Gillen. Quentin Lee Gilliland. Emily Rose Gilreath. Caleb Daniel Ginsberg. Catherine Novella Glauner. Jack Thomas Godswa. Emily P. Goheen. Isaac Gomez. J. Adrian Gomez. Caleb M. Gonzalez. Michelle Maribel Gonzalez. Lucas Daniel Gorman. Haley Noel Gosnell. Anne Elizabeth Gowan. Delaney Christine Grady. Peyton Logan Graff. Caleb Anthony Grafton. Connor James Davis Grant. Davin Allen Gray. Casey Joe Green. Logan T. Grider. Emma May Grimes. Rebecca Renee Grossman. Jack Andrew Google. Sean Michael Guinan. Bailey Marie Haas. Andreas Thomas Hackett. William Thomas Hackler. Jalen Edward Haggerty. Peyton Elise Hale. Isabel Marie Hall. Keshia Lacole Hall. Matthew John Hall. Christopher Jordan Hamoud Dow. Lillian K. Handy. Lakaya Loretha Hanna. Stormy Marie Hardcastle. Anya Grace Hardwick. Caleb Jackson Harris. Kylie Marie Harris. Jarvis Reynard Harvey. Madeline Rebecca Leah Hasselt. Tyler Paul Hebert. Mason William Hedges. Logan Xavier Henderson. Jaden Marie Hensley. Isaiah Daniel Harold. Alejandro Christopher Hernandez. Alexia Hernandez. Emma Louise Heron. Kelly Lee Heron. Abby Lene Hirschberger. Madeline Grace Hyatt. Joseph Augusto Hickam. Jessica Elise Hill. Joseph Michael Hill. Kayla Noel Hodge. Luca James Hodge. Mateo Luigi Hodge. Devin Jacob Holland. Hunter J. Holland. Stephen Thomas Holman. Jackson Elizabeth Holmes. David Brian Holt. Jonathan Michael Hobson. Jake Ryan Horvath. Terrence James Howard. Hannah J. Hudson. Logan Thomas Hughes. Hannah Jean Humphreys. Pa Nun Hung. Rebecca Elise Hunley. Kai Braden Hunter. Giselle Patricia Irias Rivera. Harley Marie Irish. Onimbola Ibakun Ishmael. Ethan Lewis Iverson. Donna Irith Jaka. Asani Sophia Jacks. Cody Lee Jackson. Hayden Edward Jackson. Zachary Jackson. Brock Forrest Jacob. Harshdeep Carr Jagpal. Emily Danielle Gerald. Corey Mitchell Janer. Anjani Monique Johnson. Austin Luke Johnson. Claudia Marie Johnson. Derek Jerome Johnson. Emma Taylor Johnson. Gunnar Andreas Johnson. Rachel Keeley Johnson. Toriana Trine Johnson. Uriah James Johnson. Emma Faith Jones. Jadon Andre Jones. Kyle Jonathan Jones. Leilani Ilea Jones. Tayshawn Marquise Jones. Ellie Catherine Jordan. Kanaya Terrell Jordan. Jaskaran Singh Johnson. Trinity Anna Bell Journey. Haley Jade Julian. Tara Christina Kalia. Ahmed Kamara. Jasmine Carr. Jasmine Carr. Mandeep Carr. Sharon Preet Carr. Sophia Marie Keck. Gavin Michael Kissy. Christopher Ray Kelly. Leah Quinn Kellum. David Zakai Kenner. Christian Alexander Kent. Clarissa Kayleanne Keown. Anastasia Gail Kirsch. Latifa Mahmood Khalil. Tristan David Kender. Elijah Alexander Kendall. Brandon Jonathan Kennick. Elijah Michael Kirkpatrick. Ashley Nicole Kitterman. Emma Bell Kanak. Lindsay Lee Canese. Gracie Rain Cord. Karen Marie Kramer. Kimberly Grace Kramer. Joshua Thomas Lagler. Lydia Catherine Laker. Alyssa Nicole Lamping. Cody Scott Larson. Crystal Ann Lasley. Grace Elizabeth Lawrence. Tiaja Marie Lawrence. Hannah Renee Leach Llewellyn. Kyle Anthony Lechner. Paige Olivia Leck. Mackenzie Paige Lewis. Wade Zachary Lewis. Tay Leon. Dylan Scott Little. Luke Thomas Lockwood. Tyler Austin Logan. Taylor Mark Long. Rachel Marie Griswold Luby. Samuel Ashley Lorenzen. Cameron James Lovell. Brenner Elvin Lowe. Christian Carter Lowe. Brianna Idalis Lozano. Nicholas Gregory Ludeman. Riley Scott Lutain. Colin Andrew Lytle. Ethan Miles McCowan. Thomas William Maddox. Emma Grace Mahoney.
Naya Dylan Green McCouts.
John Zung Mann. Amaya Gabrielle Manlove. Olivia Jean Mann. Samantha Danielle Margison. Aaliyah Lynn Marshall. Cody Joseph Marshall. Olivia Francis Marshall. Natalie Paige Martin. Alexis Sierra Merrifield. Jolie Ann May. Peyton Marcus McClendon. Taylor Ray McCreary. Kyle Turner Victor McCullough. Robert Joseph McCurdy. Danielle Valentine McDowell. Abigail Tracy McElfresh. Avery Noah McFall. Sean Reese McGoy. Nadia Ann McGraw. Jamie Lynn McIntyre. Mackenzie Lynn McKeever. Kirsten Rose McKibben. Kelly Christopher McKinney. Donovan Alexander McClellan. Victoria Lynn McNamara. Adrian Love McFerron. Rory Summers McWhirter. Thalia Alicia Medina. Jacob Martin Meyer. Christian Lee Myrant. Sarah Grace Mellinger. Timothy Joseph Merrill. Joe Romeo Metza. Adam Christopher Miller. Blythe Kimberly Miller. Dion Shaheem Miller. Jacob Donald Miller. Sarah Catherine Miller. Alec Joseph Mills. Thomas Michael Wayne Mills. Alicia Janet Mitchell. Alexis Ayana Mobley. Tyler James Monday. Joanne Angelica Montalvo. Kaylee Moranchel. Natalie Moreno. Isaiah Riley Morgan. Mariah Ann Soleil Morgan. Mitchell Joseph Moriarty. Elijah Datez Morrow. Caitlin Elizabeth Mosier. Infandazo Leroy Moyo. Alan Samuel Malanga. Ladea F. Mullins. Logan Christopher Munn. Madison Taylor Morello.
Kazia Wahoo Muthama.
Caleb Jean Napper. Shaler Sky Neal. Tashion Lene Nelson. Zachary Thomas Newkirk. Kathy Ka Wynn. Simon Seng Wynn. Mariah Jade Nichols. Chaste Hope Nichols. Matthew Noah Neaton. Gurjot Najjar. So No. Carson William Nordoff. Molly Lucille Nordman. Benjamin Craig Norman. Pierre Santiago Normington Vicarte. Lucille Diane Northcutt. Peyton Rain Oberting. Michael John Olive. William Russell Olnick. Carolina Nicole Ortiz. Maximus G. Osborne. Luke Michael Osland. Thalia Lisbeth Pagan. Alex James Pankow. Brendan Paul Paquin. Angelina Parrish. Kane Edward Parrish. Olivia Morgan Pate. Melanie Josehandi Coutinho Soto. Allie Nicole Patterson. James Michael Patterson. John Owen Polly. Gabriel Joseph Payne. Richard Gavin Pearson. Gabrielle Nicole Pedigo. Lauren Michelle Pedigo. Abby Nicole Perkins. Madison Marie Perro. Maya Jean Perry. Eugene Andrew Phelps. Kayla Marie Pittman. Gabrielle Lynn Pitzer. Nikaya Quinette Polk. David Kepler Poole. Zachary Joseph Powell. Caitlin Marie Power. Logan Nathaniel Dean Pratt. Andrew James Presley. Tobias Joseph Pridemore. Quincy Devon Pugh. Trenton Michael Pugh. Lal Ding Pui. Ellie Sonia Pullitz. Joshua Allen Pulley. Sarah Michelle June Putnam. Darren Wayne Pywell. Tabitha Lynn Quirk. Kellen Elizabeth Raiders. Robert Eugene Reed. Jamie Michelle Rector. Cruz Stephen Reed. Gracie Ann Reed. Sheldon Ramel Reed. Cameron Michael Reedy. Christopher Gray Reichel. Baumlock Samuel Reidenbach. Zachary Thomas Reidenbach.
Emerson Page Roy.
Blake Stephen Richards. Anna Minami Richardson. Bailey Nicole Riley. Regan Elizabeth Rimley. Nathaniel Austin Ringer. Austin Michael Ripberger. Gabriel Isai Rivera. Hannah Svetlana Roberts. Marissa Ann Roberts. Michael Jean Roberts. Emily Christine Robinson. Tyler Joaquin Robinson. Tyler Joseph Robinson. Branley Alexander Rodriguez. Jaden Christine Rodriguez. Ivy Nicole Rogers. Riley May Rolfson. Kyle Alexander Romero. Brooklyn Grace Raleigh. Bryce Michael Raleigh. Cassandra Joy Rudge. Malaysia Marie Ruffin. Jasmine Ann Russell. Dakota Matthew Ryan. Nathan Allen Reibold. Jenny Nicole Samples. Leonardo Sanchez. Justice E. Sanderson. Lal Moon Sung. Reng Seng. James Robert Senito. Gabriel Santana. Devin Chance Schlotfelt. Elena Page Schmidt. Kyle Frederick Schock. Brock Owen Schooley. Alexander Dean Schreiner. Isabella Grace Schrump. Chimera Christina Marie Shuck. Ethan William Scott. Madeline Ann Searcy. Caitlin Michelle Sears. Kyra Brianne Seeley. Hannah Marie Seifers. Elena Rianne Sider. Aaliyah K. Shelton. Alexis Renee Shepard. Hunter James Shepard. Addison Elizabeth Shorey. Jacob Bradley Showers. Rebecca Silva. Caleb Michael Simmerman. Gabriel Richard Simmons. Madison Mildrina Simpson. Stephanie Marie Lynn Simpson. Arshdeep Singh. Ekamjot Singh. Gobind Partap Singh. Kaman Singh. Lakhwinder Singh. Manjeet Singh. Navkaran Singh. Prabdeep Singh. Randeep Robin Singh. Sarbjot Singh. Divine Luvuvamu Sion. Corgan James Slayman. Samantha Louise Slintz. Joshua James Slinker. Kiera Avenal Sloan. Kelsey Marie Sloan. Jessica Lynn Small. Peyton Allen Smalling. Joshua Brenton Smallwood. Ashlyn K. Smith. Benjamin Thomas Smith. Blake Anthony Smith. Emma James Smith. Peyton J. Smith. Austin Douglas Snyder. Angel Manuel Solano. Emma D. Spainhour. Matthew Craig Sparkman. Olivia Marie Sparkman. Austin Michael Sparks. Victoria Elizabeth Sparks. Grace Riley Spellman. Dewan Antonio Spencer. Guile Anthony Skaggs. Caleb Lee Charles Staker. Jonah Ryan Stapp. Hannah Grace Steele. Gabrielle Renee Stevens. Kobe Nathaniel Stevens. Rachel May Stevens. Cordell Marshall Stewart. Jalen Carmen Lee Stewart. Anna Marie Rose Stinson. Ethan Emil Stockton. Hayden Jean Stokes. Ethan Michael Strunk. Zachary James Stuck. Nathaniel Joseph Summit. Kendra Lauren Sweat. Elizabeth Victoria Tabor. Jonah Gerald Talcott. Nathan Emmanuel Tallhelm. Leah Ann Tapp. Tyler Joseph Tapp. Isabella Simone Tartar. Madison Diane Taylor. Miles Sebastian Taylor. Tristan McKay Taylor. Megan Ilya Tello Quaddle. Grant Mason Templin. Brooke Ashley Terry. Jared Thomas Teatrolt. Kayla Michelle Thomas. Kaylee Marie Thomas. Kaim D. Thomas. Torin Christina Thomas. Dayton Claire Thompson. Zachary Davis Thompson. Austin Mark Thorne. Emmanuel DeConti Toe. Eric Tristan Tolan. Arindira McKenna Toledo Arietta. Joshua Lee Totten. Aiden Safa Tunkara. Gabriela Maria Trujillo. Lauren Faith Turner. Samantha Lakin Rose Turner. Abby Mae Tuttle. Rachel Jane Ulick. Riley Marie Unversaw. Stephanie Denise Valdez. Rosanna Rosie Vartanian. Savannah Rose Vaughn. Devin Jack Vaughn. Cheryl Yulitza Vega Cifuentes. Troy William Verbarg. Kayla Araceli Vinson. Nathan Andrew Vinson. Morgan Nicole Wagner. Grace Elizabeth Walls. Haley Marie Walters. Jacqueline Nakaya Waltz. Mackenzie Hope Wampler. Jalen Ira Warfield. Jordan Warren. Cherish Kenyatta Washington. Elena Marianne Watkins. Ashton Charles Way. Timothy Austin Weaver. Alex Allen Weber. Julia Rose Wells. Evan Matthew West. Alexis Charisse Wheeler. Haley Renee Wheeler. Alistair Justin White. Cade Marklin Weitzel. Jacob Joseph Ray Whitney. Rhiannon Elise Wiggs. Dakota Allen Wilcher. Mitchell Scott Wildauer. Dylan James Wiley. Jenna May Wilhite. Alexander Kenneth George Williams. Jordan Michael Williams. Mackenzie Lene Wills. Madeline Rose Wilson. Victoria Amber Wise. Charles David Wiseman. Matthew Ray Wiseman. Michael Ray Wiseman. Dylan Michael Wolfall. Claire Grace Wolf. Jayla Shermaine Woods. Taylor Jaden Woods. Alexander John Wortman. Alexis Kaylee Wright. Madison Lee Wright. Jalen Alexander Yeager. Deshaun Taiwan Young. Gretchen Renee Young. Kyle Robert Zagaros. Jessica Alexis Zulkowski. At this time, we would like to recognize those classmates that left us too soon.
Hi, I'm Emily Robinson, and I am the Secretary of the Class of 2020. Please join me for the traditional tassel ceremony. Congratulations, Class of 2020.
My name is Peyton Oberting, and I'm the Treasurer of Class of 2020. As this chapter of our life comes to an end, I want to thank everyone for coming to celebrate. There are many adult role models that need to be thanked. Parents, teachers, and coaches, you've pushed us to succeed, to stride and struggle forward with all we've got. This has been especially significant on the Class of 2020 because of differences in learning environments of the last semester. Because of you, we were led to here in the ceremony graduating. To the graduates, I'm going to leave you with some advice. With us going into the world, it can often be hard to focus on how you want to change it. You don't want to focus on what you want to be, focus on who you want to be. Remember, once a flash, always a flash.